Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome! So let's look at Mini Metro. So Mini Metro is a game that I played on the channel a fair few times in early access, and it's actually coming out today, fully released. So if you don't know and haven't seen it before, I will be going over the basics again, and we're going to dive straight in and talk about what Mini Metro is. So Mini Metro is a puzzle strategy game based off of basically creating and managing, in inverted commas, a subway underground network in a city. And that's kind of the premise behind it. It's a very simple, elegant design. I don't say it's simple as in, oh, it's simple, it's boring. I'd say it's simple, but it's elegant simple. Like, it's fun, but the mechanics are quite easy to get into. And the UI is, my god, I love the UI. As a bit of a UI nerd, the UI just works in this game. It's really, really enjoyable. So, and a couple of additions, if you have seen my things before, there are now daily challenges, and there's some sound effects which are completely new to the game from when I previously covered it. Stuff like the daily challenge allows you to play a challenge and post to the leaderboard, and it will use the same seed and stuff so that you get the same occurring events, so that, you know, it's actually fair to put on a leaderboard. Whereas play just sort of pits you into a map and then randomizes what will happen. So if we go into play, the premise behind the game is that there are different cities, and each city has basically an underground map based off of the city's underground or subway system. So, for instance, London, you get the sort of London tube map with the colours and the circle stations and the river doing that kind of totally unrealistic right-angle bend thing, which is based off of the real London subway map. And I really kind of find it cool because the London subway map has kind of become a bit of a pop culture thing. I don't, honestly, it may be the same for your city, I don't know. I haven't been to the cities involved here, or I have in some of them, but I haven't ever seen their subway networks, so I can't tell you. But the London one, for instance, is very much a sort of a pop culture icon. You get parodies of it, etc. And it really works as a nice UI choice. So we're going to dive straight in and have a look at it. So let's just go straight in and play the London one, because it's the first one in the series, and also I kind of find it aesthetically pleasing. So we have, pause the game, triangle, square, circle. These are stations. So these stations are where you want to take passengers. This here is a little black square. This is a passenger. This passenger wants to go to the square, or any square station. Currently only have one. So this passenger wants to go from here to here. So if we connect these two, that was easy. You've used yellow. So we've got three colours. We've got three lines. We've used the yellow line. You can make the yellow line go like that. You can make the yellow line go like that. And then you've got a circle. So you've got a complete loop there. We've also used a train. We have three. We're now down to two. So one train for this track. We could add more trains to this track, or we could have one train for each track. I'm probably going to leave it for the moment. And we've also got tunnels. So tunnels allow you to go like underwater and stuff. So if you need to go like under the river, tunnel back, or whatever. So we're just going to hit play and see how this plays out. So we should grab that and dump the square, pick up the triangle, take the triangle to there. Okay, so now we have another station. This is another circle. There will be, over time, more stations will appear. You'll have to grow your network. The camera will zoom out, and it gets more complicated, as you will see. One thing to note, though, is that the stations have an uneven distribution. So you'll get a lot more of some stations and less of others, and it will cause certain bottlenecks with your traffic because they will want to go to certain stations, etc. And this is where the kind of logistics comes in. The whole puzzle element is figuring out like how best to manage your system around to be able to actually get them to the stations they need to go without bottlenecking at certain stations. Circles happen a lot. They happen annoyingly a lot. I wouldn't be entirely lying if I said I'd had nightmares about circles after playing too much Mini Metro. You'll probably see what I'm talking about in a bit. So if we connect those, you'll see that we've lost a tunnel because that's been used there, and we've also gone down a train. So keep playing. Alright, so that one wants to go to the square. So here we'll see that he takes the square. He'll go, I don't have a square on my route. He'll drop the square off there at a connecting platform, and then this guy will get picked up and taken around to there. So it's kind of an elegant system. I mean, you don't need the keyboard at all, and it doesn't feel like it needs the keyboard, other than maybe to hit pause, which is what I do. Now we have an issue here, the triangle. I could do that, but that'd be just adding a second triangle, so it wouldn't add anything other than an extra stop. I could take the triangle away from this guy. That could work. And and then have that as a loop. That might work. But then this isn't a loop. So I think for now, I'll just keep it simple. There we go. I can't go back? Damn, okay, well you can be a loop then. Because loops are more efficient. As you go along, you'll unlock more things. So you can see we've got a timer at the top and a passenger count. The timer's ticking around and it'll get to Sunday, at which point you unlock more stuff. So at this point, I'm like, what do? We'll put a triangle on there and you can't cross lines. I guess we'll have another triangle on this path, which really isn't optimal. Like, totally not optimal to have multiple things on the same path, because it doesn't really add anything except for this extra stop, but it doesn't allow you to drop off anywhere. Because any triangles wanting to go from here to here will get dropped off, and then you won't be able to drop off anything else. You'll just pick up for 2. You'll never be able to drop off for 2, because you'll drop off any triangles here, you get to here, all the triangles have already been dropped off. So let's loop you back around. We've got 2 circles in a row. Not really that great. And then we should get to the end of the week, hopefully with no mishaps. So we've still got a spare line. By the way, if you want to be able to lock this so that it doesn't like disappear, you can click to lock, like so. All right. There we go. You can lock it open, unlock, and then you can get to go away. Circle again. I guess I'll fit the circle in there so at least it breaks up the monotony of the triangles. So you pick up these 2 circles, dump them there, pick up these 2 triangles, dump them there, pick up these 2 circles, dump them there. Locomotive, so we unlock a new locomotive, and we get a choice of a new line or a carriage. So I'm going to pick a carriage, just because it's different. Maybe in the circumstance I'll go for a line or something, but for now we'll go for carriage. So carriage. You can add a carriage to a train. And it adds another 6 capacity. And we've got another one, and this time we've got another circle. And here we have a problem, because I don't want to have too many circles in a row. So if we put our extra line down, we just put our line like that, we're going to be using this square as an interchange. The reason I'm using the square as interchange is because we've only got 1 square on the map. Everything is provided in all the lines except for this one, which lacks a triangle. So the only thing being changed between platforms will be triangles. And you see, as we go on, we're slowly zooming out and expanding. And the one thing I really love about this game is how simple the UI is. Like, it's just click and drag. Like, this is a game, right, that feels like it could be a tablet game, but wouldn't lose anything because of it. And I really mean that. Or more precisely, it feels like it could be a tablet game that came to PC, but doesn't lose anything because of it. It's really rare to say that. I mean, normally when we talk about tablet games on PC or mobile games on PC, we're talking about crappy ports, because so often they're made to be crap to begin with, and when they port them in a crappy state. This feels like a game that would work on either platform just because it is so elegant in its design. I really like the art style. Ooh, so we've got a diamond. Yes, okay. So I really like the art style, and I really dig how the art style also works really well with the actual UI. I mean, they don't have cluttered UI, they don't have too many things. You can get rid of this when you don't need it to better appreciate the map. All you've got is effectively a menu button, your passenger count, and the current time. You don't need anything more, and it doesn't give you anything more because you just don't need it. I really like how it does it with its minimum amount of stuff, and it looks awesome at the same time. Like, this game looks beautiful. Now, my worry is that we have got a lot of triangles, a lot of circles on this one. It's fine, but we have got a lot here. Now, I do actually have a spare train that I can dump on it if I need to, which will mean that there'll be 2 trains going around. For now, I think we're fine. Do have to be a bit concerned that we are using this, and this is becoming a bit of a bottleneck because all the triangles are getting dumped there. And it has to be noted that triangles are going to get dumped there because this doesn't have any triangles. So he picks up triangles, he takes them to there. This guy picks up triangles from there, dumps the triangles there. He has to go around the entire loop. So what we should do is reverse the direction of the train. Now, there are a couple of ways to do this. Firstly, you can disconnect that, or you could pick up the locomotive and put it down again. So we get an extra locomotive, and this time I'm going to go for extra line. Okay, so he's going backwards, so we've changed his direction. You know what, we can probably... no, we can't do that. I was thinking that we could put this extra on the blue. Oh, we can. Okay, awesome. Just because the blue doesn't do much at the moment. Aha, so we have a triangle. And here we have an issue. We only have 1 tunnel left. So we have a debate now. What do? Do we do that? We can't go back and across. We don't have enough tunnels. Or do we have a dedicated line at the bottom? So we could do something like that. Dedicated line on the south of the river. And then have people change. Or we could have a dedicated line that has like a circle to it and then just ignore this entirely. And then do something like that. And this is actually a good solution because this line has triangle, square, circle. Has a spare circle, but that's fine. You get a lot of circles. And we've still got a lot of our stuff left. We've got one tunnel left. We've got a train left. A locomotive. I guess the entire thing is technically a train. Isn't that like literally what train means? Like to have multiple things in a row that follow, like to have a train, like... So we have another square now, which is lovely because I could do a square. So we can start unhooking a few things from that square to try and get some variety going on. Now, I'm trying to think what I could do with this triangle, because one thing that would be fun to do with this triangle is loop it on here, but I can't, because this needs a triangle, but I can't. It would involve going below the south of the river, and I just only have the one tunnel. So what we're going to do here is we're probably just going to leave this, let that be its own loop, but it does need to connect. If we get diamonds on this loop, the diamonds want to go to there. Yeah, like we have. We need to connect, so we need to find a connection point. I don't want to connect everyone through this one. We could do that. And then... I'm trying to think how to do this. They need to cross, but I'm thinking we could cross with this. I'm still debating it in my head. Because it means for anyone who crosses, we will end up having 2 squares. Unless we choose to cross somewhere like there. Okay, so we're going to expand this bottom one, which means I'll probably want to take the carriage off and add the carriage over to here, which is a simple matter of click and drag. There we go, it's changed. You get an extra circle. My god, I hate circles. Seriously, circles drive me crazy. And you see we're getting passengers starting to pop up all over the place now, like we're getting a proper speed behind it. But everything is going fine so far. Now, of course, I've said that. Jinxed us massively. But it should work. So our connection point is here, here, and here. Which means we don't have, like, any central hub. Oh, God, another circle. Now, there is a downside to central hubs. A lot of throughput means that they can build up and get overclocked and, like, just clog up to the point which ruins the game for you and you lose. I'll explain about lose conditions when we actually see one pop up. But they do allow you to quickly transfer people around. So if I had a diamond, appear on here, diamond would have to go to there, diamond would have to go from here to here. It would take 2 jumps. So that means it would have to take 3 trains rather than 2. So not optimal, but safer. At least in the short run. So you can see that we're getting extra stuff popping up here, and this is a lose condition. So when you get more than 6 on a certain station, you get this sort of dropping off the end. Like, this means it's over capacity. And what happens is this timer starts going round. And if this timer goes all the way around and gets to, like, full round the circle, or whatever station it is, you lose. So what we can do is we can wait for this guy to come along and pick some stuff up, or, because it is a problem on this entire line, add an extra locomotive, because we have one. Locomotive. Ooh, now tunnels, I think I'd prefer over carriages, because that allows me to do stuff with this bottom of the river that I just haven't been able to do before. So, for instance, I can remove that, and I can give you your very own triangle. So you won't actually have to trade triangles between the different stations now. Which helps a lot, because we're no longer waiting to take triangles over to here to take them over to there. We can actually dispose of them on the same line. So this guy is going to pop up here. We're actually going to have still problems with throughput here. Triangle. Okay, we'll put a triangle on the yellow line. Although I'm getting the feeling maybe a separate line up here would have been good. Okay. Red. Let's get rid of you. Simplify you by a few steps. Ah! Oh god. There we go. And now we have... Oh, another circle. God damn it. Well, at least I took some pressure off that line before it got extra circleized. Now we have a little bit of a simpler system in that we have that, 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 and that. And each one has circle, triangle, and square, which are the most common types. The only special one we have currently is a diamond. Now, of course, I said that, we're going to get something else pop up. But each loop should be self-sustaining and doesn't need to trade between each other. Except for diamonds. Which are, of course, over at the far loop up here, but whatever. These loops actually don't cross. These loops need to cross. Otherwise, I won't be able to trade diamonds. Like, the diamonds here can't go anywhere. So I need to figure out where they cross. So it's either a case of joining you onto a circle, or giving you an extra square, neither of which I desperately want to do. I'm going to give you a circle here. Oh, can I? Yes. Because that means a circle between two of those, and means you can connect there instead. Okay. So this looks like a much more efficient network. Transfer's going a lot quicker. Of course we get an extra circle. You can see what I mean about having actual nightmares about circles right now. That I'm not even just... No, circles. I hate them so much. So very much. Now at this point I could do an extra line. And instead, what do we get? I'm out of tunnels. Let's start simplifying. There we go. Because that, I think, counts as one tunnel. So it says circle, circle, pentagon, triangle, circle, circle. So circles are spread out nicely. Or at least as well as they could. Oh, an extra circle. But you can actually get different things later in the game in different places. Like, for instance, I think it's the Tokyo map. You can get the Shigunsun, the magnetically levitating train that's like hyperspeed, and that accelerates much faster. So for doing long straight routes, you can just put that train down, and it'll accelerate like, well, in a very fast bullet train. Interchange. Okay, and this is another one of those cool things you can have. We can go tunnels or we can interchange. I might want to go for tunnels. I'm going to go for the interchange because we haven't got one. So interchange allows you to do something special. So you can drop this on any station. We're currently using this as an interchange station, so boop, and it gets slightly larger. I think this means you can no longer lose the game there, or if it's not that, then it's something like the limit for losing the game is much higher. So you can see right now we're over capacity, but we're not. You can see there's no timer because this is an interchange station. So it allows you to either ignore that or allows you to go like much further over. This one, however, is over capacity and we need to sort this. Now, there are a couple of little things you can do that I don't like that's still in the game. Now, you can just not do them, but they are available to do in the game, and it almost feels like some stages you have to. So, for instance, doing that. This will force the train to reverse. You could also just pick up the train and put them down again. And pick up. Oh, There we go. And I'll also put the coach over here as well. That's a lot of triangles you have there. Okay, how are we doing? Apart from the crazy amount of circles we've got here, which is causing our backups. Let's also take an extra train. And that'll change it when it gets to that station. Hello? A square. Honestly, don't mind if I do. Can I put you there? Yes, I can. And I'll put you there as well. Can I? Yeah, there we go. Now, I could take a couple of these off going through the interchange station now because they actually have their own square. Ah, I can't go to that because I moved you. Yes. Can you go like that? Yes, you can. Awesome. Another circle. Please make it stop. Okay. Now the red line is going to be an issue. The blue line might also be an issue. Now we have taken a lot of stuff off the blue line to put on the red line. A triangle, which will be double triangles unless I go from there. At which point it will be circle, triangle, circle, triangle. Yeah, I think you're needed down here more. Now, this is one of the sort of gamey things you can do that I'm not sure I like, is that you're almost forced in some circumstances to actually move things around to actually be able to go on other lines just in the short term to make sure things don't pop. I like the planning aspect that you have to plan ahead, but you are able to do stuff in the short term. Now, some people might like that. Ooh, I might go for a line. Line is a good way you've got lots of little interconnection bits where you can go, right, I have everything on one tiny loop. However, I'm not sure I have a tiny loop here. I think the carriage might be better because this is all circles around here and that's our issue. So I'm going to go for the carriage. And I'm going to add the carriage onto that blue. And my plan is eventually... Actually, screw that. You can have a circle up here. No, actually, have a circle here. It's more even. What I will eventually do is I'll pull one of the blue tracks off here and put it onto the red, because the red's having more issues. Great. Okay, so we've got a new type, a cross. Problems here. We should be good. This one should be able to sort that. But it's going to start getting iffy. Now, you can see this station here has changed and has become a diamond. Sometimes new stations aren't born, sometimes they are created. And this one has changed from whatever it was, I can't remember, probably a triangle, into a 90-degree circle section. I guess that's what I call it. Okay, extra circle for you. I'm going to need to do something about that. Blue, I hope you can do something about that one, mate. There we go. Another triangle? Oh, god damn it. Fine. We'll put a triangle there. Now you see this is starting to overflow. So it was actually 3 lines and then you start to overflow. Okay, how are we doing elsewhere? Good. Now, I've got a lot of wedges wanting to go to there. A lot of people want to be taken to the diamond. Now, this is one of the problems with having our connection point go through somewhere else, is that everyone here is feeding diamonds into here. If we were feeding diamonds directly onto here, it would be constant rather than build up. Whereas currently we've just shifted a ton of diamonds on. This guy's not going to be able to pick up anything else because he's going to be taking diamonds all the way to here. So we're going to see this station and this station get more on this loop, while he just transfers diamonds. So this one's probably going to start overflowing. And we've actually got overflowing going on at most places right now. There's not a lot we can do about this. I think this is where we're probably going to lose it. Come on, let me have the... I want the... Can't get you. Okay. Who do I go for? You? You can clear that by yourself. You probably can't. Red. You're going to be going to the triangle, which is way too far away. You need it in the short term. Unless I was to rejig the track to take you to the triangle first. Yeah, there we go. We got that. New locomotive? Yes, carriage. Right. How are we going to do this? This guy's going here. He should get there fairly soon, but he might take time to get there. But I have to just hope here. You need a carriage. And I'm going to put down a locomotive and just hope he gets there in time. I've actually got a lot of locomotives I haven't put down, which is silly of me. Right. Square. Okay. Yes! This one's still going to pop. That's what my last locomotive is for. Okay, so that's short-term stopgaps. Come on, transfer over. Oh... So this is one thing that I'm not too sure about. Now, it is just a part of the game, but like I said, being able to do this quick reaction stuff, I'm not sure it's meant to really be part of the game as such a part that they couldn't really get rid of. It doesn't feel like it's meant to be part of the game, whereas the game was meant to be about planning. Now, which one of these is the carriage? Can't move you? Okay. Hopefully you should get there in time. You need a carriage. Oh, there we go. You need a carriage. Oh god, that's temporarily put that guy back overflowing again. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Right. Who is not immediately overflowing? This one can take it. It's got to unload quick enough. Right. That should help a fair bit. Let's circle down here. This one's overflowing, but I think we've got this in hand. Right. I do need to move you to here. Okay, clear that. Change over, grab. Good. This one's going to blow, but we've got someone coming past. We think we've got this back. It was a bit crazy there for a moment. And we only got out of it by the skin of our teeth, but we did manage to escape. Now, of course, the red is an issue. Why? Because it's so many circles. That's why red's an issue, because we're not getting enough diversity on the line. Triangle. Really? Okay. What would kill to have a triangle or a square up here? Ugh. I could probably do that if I lighten the load on yellow. But yellow's already running on a minimum 1 carriage. Because I could take basically this, go up here, and come back down again. Like so. And that would mean that any triangles get put up there. But that's only a 3 gap between triangles. I'd want it more over here. I think it would be too much of a waste of line. New locomotive. Without a new line, tunnels are basically useless to me. I'm going to go for carriage. And I'm going to add this carriage immediately to that red, because that red is going to have issues. And I'm going to hold off on my new locomotive. Okay. Pretty sure I know where this new locomotive needs to go. Another circle. My God. Okay, we're going to lighten the load on the red a little bit, because red is way overcrowded. And if it needs be, you know, we can use red to lighten the load on blue. Now, I actually have got blue going to 2 squares in a row, which is a mistake. So let's take one of the squares off. That's unnecessary. You should be able to save that one. A star. Okay, I'll take that there. That's going to add extra stuff going through red, but whatever. Come on. Ooh, we've got a problem here. Yeah, managed to clear that. A triangle. Next to another triangle. Really? Maybe I should have gone for tunnels and put a line here and a line here or something. Like basically line, line, rather than line, line. Oh well. Okay, how's it going? Yellow is starting to pile up a little bit. We did take a lot of the pressure off yellow, and that has caused Sorry, we took pressure off the red, which has caused yellow to buckle a little bit, but that's fine. I'll start by going this way. Wrong way, sorry. That's looking a lot better. Now, the circle is starting to buckle. It's nothing we shouldn't be able to sort. That's actually not bad. This blue is actually lacking a few circles. Especially on this side. Right, that's sorted. Of course I get a star over here, it wants to go over here. It's blue though. Are you going to be able to get enough people going? I think you will. Because you're only picking up circles. Locomotive. I'm going to take a line. You're fine, because a lot of what you're dropping off are circles. Oh, you're not. You're not able to drop off everyone. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. We'll think about that in a second. I need to do this quickly. I need to grab one of the yellows. And I need to drop you off here. Quick. Ooh, close. Very close. That yellow is starting to burst. I'm thinking a dedicated circle line over here to take some of the pressure off. Just circles. It's a bit of a crappy solution, but it'll do. Can't do that. Can do that. Okay. Another try. Will you be able to sort that in time? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm going to have to look at whoever can sort that. I made another one explode, but we should be able to sort this in the short term. Okay, that one's exploding. We'll have to see if this can handle it. We're very much working at the limits of, like, duct taping all the solutions, like quickly chucking like a plaster on top and everything's leaking, the circles are coming to kill you. Like, we're seriously, like, very much at our ends wits in terms of our capacity, right? That dark blue is going to go, this light blue is going to go. I think we just let the light blue go, because I don't think there's anything we can do about it. There's already a train in the station. And we couldn't get the last one. Unless there is, like, a train literally waiting right now. Oh, it did it! What about dark blue? We need a train, like, literally ready to go. Can I get that red? Yes, I can. No! So close! 1,655 isn't terrible, though. So you can continue in Endless, or you can just restart. So I'm going to pop back to the menu. London. Fine. You've reset my best scores, because I think I have a better one than that. I think I've got like a 3,000 on London before now. But yeah, so on different maps, you've got things like, I know in Osaka, you get the bullet train and stuff. Honestly, really like the game. You can pick it up now on Steam. If I go check the store page, we can also find out what price it is. Now, I'm currently looking at it just before release, so I don't anticipate it changing, but it could do. It's currently $6.99. That's £6.99, or your regional equivalent, which for like most of my viewers will be dollars of some kind, because everyone has their own brand of dollar. But I honestly thoroughly recommend this game. It is so good. It's an example of really awesome UI, great style, and good gameplay all at once. And like I said, the only complaint I have about it is that instead of being a lot of forward planning, which I feel like it tries to do, because you get people building up at certain points, you can see, you know, warning factors, you can suddenly realize what's happening when you put certain lines down, you can actually implement short-term solutions, like you can just fudge some trains moving around, which do actually solve those issues. That is my biggest complaint about the game, and that is not anywhere enough to like stop me liking it. I love this game. I really enjoy it. The fact that it is just so beautiful and almost mindless, but you have to think about it, but it's in a kind of nice, you sort of tune out kind of way when you do it. It's such a good game. I really, really like it. It actually manages to be a minimalist game, which is good, instead of a minimalist game, which is okay, but it does cut down on features. This game is honestly just good with its core feature set, which is simple and elegant. The word is elegant for this game. I really, really enjoy it. I have not quite played a game that can ever be quite so elegant with its mechanics and its art style and its UI all at once, yet still be good. I've been EnterElysium. If you've liked this video, please like, not subscribe, please consider subscribing. Let me know if you want to play more Mini Metro. It is currently like almost 4 AM where I am, so I'm sorry if I sound a bit tired, or maybe manically untired like you can get at 4 AM. But until next time, stay shiny.